As one of Canada's largest and fastest growing cities, Mississauga is a great place to call home. The community offers family-oriented sports, leisure and art facilities, a vibrant downtown filled with entertainment and dining destinations. Joining us today to showcase some of the best features within the Mississauga community is Sam McDadi from RE/MAX. You're watching Daily Web TV. Mississauga is a great community to live in, and who better to tell us about all the wonderful attributes of this community than the area's top real estate agent, Sam McDadi. Sam, thanks for being with us today. Now, you've lived in Mississauga for a long time, is that correct?
With the exception of a few years where I was studying in the States, it's been virtually my whole life.
So it is your home?
It is absolutely my home.
Well, you're the perfect person for us to talk to about this today. Let's talk first about what your thoughts are about the growth of Mississauga.
It's really been incredible to see over the years. I remember going back 20, 30 years ago where you went north of a street called Mavis in Mississauga, and it was pretty much farmland. And today, you pretty much can't find any place to build. So Mississauga has really evolved. It's a really fantastic city. In fact, today Mississauga is Canada's 6th largest city with a population of over 700,000. Mississauga had the largest growth between 1986 and 1991. The population has doubled virtually every decade in Mississauga. In fact, in Mississauga, the population has doubled each of the last 2 decades.
Doubled?
So we have a wonderful mayor here, Hazel McCallan, who's done a great job. She's been a long-standing mayor here for several decades, and she's had great vision. So as a result of that, our city's debt-free, and it has a AAA rating, which is really unprecedented for a lot of the cities, especially during these difficult economic times. So we've done a very good job in the city, and I think that's attracted a lot of people here as well. In addition to that, a lot of people don't realize, but 51 of the 500 top Fortune 500 companies are actually, their headquarters is based in Mississauga.
Really?
So we've got a lot of good corporate support here, and that's been a great draw for a lot of people as well.
So what are some of the other attributes or attractions of Mississauga?
Well, Mississauga, there's many cities where you might go and say, geez, there's a bad pocket or a bad area. In Mississauga, for the most part, there isn't that. We've got some, if you want to be near the water, Port Credit is a fantastic place to be with boating and yachting. You've got Lorne Park, Mineola, Rackray Marsh, 3 areas where, if you want maturity, etc., and being close to the water, you've got that. And if you start going further north, you've got a lot of new developments, but all very nice, well thought out. And you've got a fantastic infrastructure in Mississauga. So the highways, accessibility to buses, transportation, is really second to none.
I imagine that the accessibility to Toronto is a big attraction as well.
It really is. A lot of people that we do business with, they're very excited to be close to Toronto. So you can take the GO train, and it's 15, 20 minutes to the city. You've got easy highway access, so it's definitely a big draw.
Now, I have to ask, with a city or a community that is growing as fast as it is, are the prices exorbitant? Do they reflect that kind of growth for buying a home, investing?
A lot of people come to Mississauga because they recognize Toronto is very expensive, and Mississauga offers an opportunity to have great housing, a great city, at much more affordable pricing. And although prices have increased, very, very affordable still.
So, and diversity, I imagine, is a big thing in Mississauga, very culturally diverse.
You'll find people from all walks of life living in Mississauga, and I think people really enjoy and gravitate towards that. Speaking
of culture, what about the arts? What is offered to people in the way of entertainment?
So there's a lot of art galleries as well. In fact, when we talk about that, shopping here is fantastic. We've got one of the largest malls in Canada, Square One, so it has pretty much everything for everybody. So I think people really do enjoy the fact all these amenities are very close and available to them.
So I imagine with obviously a city of 700,000 people, there's got to be a lot of choices. And what about dining? That's a big thing.
Dining's fantastic in Mississauga. You've got all sorts of options, whether you like Chinese, Indian, Thai, Italian, French. It's all available, and very, very good restaurants. So people do enjoy the eating here in Mississauga.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful community to live in, and I can understand why you've made it your home. And if someone would like to find out how to move into this community, how could they get a hold of you?
They can easily reach me at McDadi.com.
McDadi.com, Mississauga, Ontario. One great agent and one great community to live in. Keeping you informed, I'm Sheila Clark, and you've been watching Daily Web TV.